Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I just wanted to bring you a review of a set of e.l.f. brushes that I received. This is the e.l.f. Professional brushes, and I beg to differ. So I'm just going to go through each brush I have. It's a set of 12 for $12. So let's just review them really quick. So this one's the Total Face brush. Sorry, I do have some of, I'm going to be cheating off the packages and the brushes. I am not crazy about this brush. I hate the way it feels. It just feels kind of, it's not scratchy and it's not, but it's just not soft. It's not very, it's just not something I'd want to be using on somebody's face. It's just, but then again, I mean, it was 12 brushes for $12. I got these brushes for free with a promotional deal that e.l.f. was having online recently. So, I mean, for personal use, it's fine, but I would definitely not put this in my makeup artist kit. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't feel nice. It's a cheap quality. And I am no way a product elitist. I like low-end things. I like drugstore items. I'm all for saving money because some things are comparable to high-end products, but yeah, not going in my makeup artist kit. And the same can be said about the bronzing brush. This is oftentimes more like, this is the shape of what a contour brush would be. There we go. I like that they actually have the little guards on there. That's nice for helping the brush keep shape, because I can tell these brushes need as much help as they can get. This is very, 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 very thin. It's very thin. I don't know how well it reads on camera, but you probably can't really see it, but like there are strands that are like up this far. They're like going up past the rest of the cut of the brush, so it's unevenly cut. It doesn't have a strong slant. So, I mean, that could be good for like soft contour lines maybe, but honestly, again, like this one's actually soft, but I hate the way it looks. It just looks cheap. It's so thin. It just looks like it's getting ready to fall apart. So, not crazy about that one. Foundation brush. This one, the way it feels is actually not that bad. The way it feels is comparable to a regular foundation brush. My only complaint is the color. That looks so cheap. Again, not going in my makeup artist kit. It just looks too cheap. It just doesn't give a good professional image. It doesn't look like you care enough to invest in your kit. And I'm not saying you have to have only high-end stuff. Don't get me wrong, but unfortunately there's just something about the way this looks. For personal use, this will be fine. For liquid and cream foundations, if you just use strokes like that, that'll get rid of any of the lines if it's streaking. Just, you know, do it fast, back and forth. Don't drag it or you'll get a ton of streaky lines. But for personal use, I would use this. Let's try to go a little faster, huh? There's 12 brushes. Alright, blending eye brush. Let's see. And my only problem with this one is it's not fluffy enough for a blending brush. I feel like this is good for picking up color. It's going to pick up color very concentrated, but I feel like it's going to take forever to blend with this brush, just because the fluffier the brushes are, the more it disperses color, the more concentrated bristles are, the more they grab on the color and kind of keep them in that vicinity. So this could still be used, maybe if you were only using it in the crease to blend back and forth, but if you were trying to blend all over your eyelid, this will take forever. Alright, sorry, I'm going to go a little faster. I keep saying that, but I'll try to keep this video under 10 minutes. There's 12 brushes, I'll try to keep this video under 12 minutes. How does that work? Or under 10 minutes, yeah. Try to do that. God, I can't get this one out. Alright, this one is their eyeshadow brush. Right? Eyeshadow brush. And this one's okay for placing color. If you're just picking, you know, eyeshadow out of the pot and placing it on the lid, like packing it in, this would actually be okay. This one's alright. Sorry, I got all these packages falling now. Defining eye brush. Let's see. Sorry guys, I should like open these beforehand so you don't have to watch me open brushes. Defining eye brush. Again, you probably can't see it on camera. Well, a bristle just fell out. I just took this out of the package and a bristle fell out. My God. Like I said, it's not cut precisely. It might not, it look at a glance, it might look like it's pretty well cut, but it's just not cut precisely. It's really sloppy looking. Again, it's really thin. So I feel like what this would do is if I put eyeshadow on it and then I place it and then I drag it across my lid, wherever I touch my skin, that's where all the color's going to go. And then it's just going to stick there, and this brush is like going to release it and not drag it with it. So I hope that's making sense to you people out there. I hope I'm making sense. In other words, it's not a good brush. Let's just move on. This one's a lip defining brush. I almost feel like not even taking this one out of the case, to be honest. Just looking at it. But lip defining brush. First off, it's way too flimsy. And you know, if you're using a lip color, they're usually pretty heavy creams. It's just so flimsy. This is not going to drag color across your lip in a sufficient manner. You need kind of like, you need denser, stronger bristles. And this is just too flimsy. Alright. Eyelash and brow wand. This is fine. You can't mess that up. Just make sure you clean it after every use with alcohol or brush cleaner. This one is a concealer brush. Again, this one's really sloppy cut. There's like, in almost every one of these bristles, in almost every one of these brushes, there's at least one bristle. At least one, sometimes there's two or three, that is like longer than the rest of the brush. So it's cut really sloppily. Like you probably can't see it on camera because it's just one. But for concealer, this would actually work. You know, especially if it's just a small area. If you're just like a precision, you know, precision placing concealer, this is actually okay. Even though it's kind of a sloppy cut. This is an eyeliner brush. It's too thick. It's too thick. And it's not stiff enough. It's a little bit flimsy. Alright, almost done here. This one is your brow comb. And, I mean, these are, you know, cheap plastic. It actually feels kind of rough. Yeah, it's just cheap plastic. Kind of bent. But, I mean, at the same time, there's really not much you do with these other than, you know, it'll get the job done. I mean, it is what it is. You don't have to spend $50 on one of these at all. $1 is fine. Just make sure you clean it after every use. And then this one, our Smudger Brush. This one is really rough. It is like really stiff. It's like almost rock hard. And feels just a little too rough to be using around the eye area, to be honest. This feels like it would just pull and drag the skin so much. So all in all, these are the e.l.f. Professional brushes. I would not recommend them for professional use at all, but I would recommend them for personal use, for exploring. You know, just because a brush says that it's a blending brush doesn't mean you have to use it as a blending brush. You can definitely use it for different applications of makeup. So I would say yes for the price, yes for personal use, but no for professional use. Alright, thanks for watching. And if you guys have tried these brushes and you have brushes from e.l.f. that you really, really like, let me know which ones you like and why. Because I'm always open to trying other things. Because I've heard that the professional brushes are actually not as good as their regular brushes. And I'm kind of put off wanting to try any other brushes until I hear back from you guys what brushes from e.l.f. are good. Alright, thanks again for watching. I hope that wasn't too much ranting or too much negativity. And I'll see you guys next time.